Welcome back, everybody. Sorry for the late delay. I said we'd be live by 11. It's 11:15. We're a little behind. Had some technical issues this morning. Hopefully my audio levels are good. Gonna go ahead and check everything out real quick here. Make sure that everything is on par. Looks like we are right where we want to be. We're going to go ahead and cover a few things this morning. The first thing that I want to go ahead and take care of is we are going to knock out the last of threat level 3 on the side quest here. It's been a rather busy month trying to get a lot of things taken care of, a lot of things done, and we haven't necessarily gotten all of that out of the way. I was planning on finishing that up last night, but I spent all night last night trying to get the first Thronebreaker video edited. And that will be coming out first thing tomorrow. I promised one of the members of the community that I want to give a shout out to that I would make sure that that one got out there for everyone to see at least by by tomorrow. And when I make a promise to this community, I want to make sure that I keep it. Along those lines, one of the things that I also promised the community was as soon as we hit the 100 subscriber mark, and thank you guys so much. Officially today, we are on Dalmatian status, 101 subscribers. It is so exciting, and I am so happy to have had the community support me this much already. And I am so excited to grow with everybody and continue on. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to knock out threat level 3. We got to do it in one chance with a class disadvantage. But we only have 41 minutes left here to go ahead and get that out of the way. And then in 40 minutes here, we are going to be looking at the brand new content for the month. Team you're seeing here is a little bit of a preview, to be honest with you. Like I said, we've got that. Oh my God. Wow. Sorry, blanking there a little bit, guys. We got the first video for the Thronebreaker series going to be coming out this week. As a matter of fact, like I said, I'm gonna finish editing that today, and we are gonna drop that tomorrow. So that is something I'm really excited about, and that little preview there was the team that I actually used to get through 6.2.2. So stay tuned for that. See why I use that team. I'm going to do some recommendations, talk about why, like I said, not only why I use that team, but also who else is available that you could use, and why you want to be using some of the options that I'm going to talk about here. Got a few things going on here. Just want to double check and make sure that we don't have anything particular to address. With the fact that we're a little pressed for time, we've got to make sure that we one-shot that Sentinel at the end with Apocalypse, which, he is my highest ranked mutant at the moment. I use him primarily on defense. I can use him. Let's see. Honestly, thinking about it, let's not make the mistakes I made last night. And let's see if I can't get me a few extra charges on him before we got to get there to Sentinel, so that we can go ahead and make sure that we horseman him for this. That is going to, I think, be truly one of the most important parts. I just remembered, as soon as I get done with this, before we start the monthly quest, I do gotta do one other thing that I didn't get to yesterday. I gotta take care of the Alliance. As I started to mention, before I lose track of things, I did say that once the channel hit 100 subscribers, there would be a channel-based alliance starting. I've mentioned it on a few different occasions, but I want to make it 100% clear right now. As soon as this season's war ends, this season of war ends, and I'm able to get the rewards on the backup account that I earned for this season, then I will be making that new alliance. So look for the announcement on that to be coming in about a week. If I am thinking correctly, which I'm pretty sure I am, we have about 5 days left in this season, which will mean that basically I have just enough time to get through this round of Alliance Quest, and then we can go ahead and, by that point, we should be looking at the rewards, and I can move the backup account to start the new alliance, and we'll go ahead and cover that on the channel. We will go through the entire phase of everything from starting the alliance through recruiting members. We're going to do an entire series on what it's like to be an officer, what it's like to start an alliance, what it used to be like, as well as, you know, talking about a lot of the changes that Kabam has made over the last few years. That, in all honesty, it does make it a lot easier to be an officer now than it ever was. It used to be an amazing level of dedication. It was a full-time job plus in itself. And not to downplay that in any way, shape, or form, there is still a lot of requirement that comes out of being an officer or an alliance leader. A lot of people skills, a lot of managing people, you name it. Okay. Got a little distracted there. I meant to take Captain Marvel in for this fight. Not that any of these first 3 fights actually matter that much. They're not the ones that we have to one-shot it. That is the Sentinel fight, which we have coming up here. Okay. And I am going to have to start playing a lot better before we get to that Sentinel fight if we're going to take him down in one shot. Especially playing with class disadvantage. It would have been really nice if we could have had a shot at a mutant on this path. Just so that we could have picked up the charges on Apocalypse, so that I could have horsemaned him before we got there. But that really just didn't look like it was going to be an option for us. So, that being said, we'll just go ahead and keep plugging away, and we will get down here. I'm going to go ahead and throw a potion into Apocalypse, since we did take a slight bit of damage on that Winter Soldier fight at the beginning there. Nothing major, obviously, but let's go ahead and make sure that we're going in at full health. I don't think we needed 3. 2 for sure, but we want to go in at full health, and we're going to have to play really conservatively here, because I know this Sentinel will not. So, while we're taking on the Sentinel here, you know, I want to give a shout out today. One of the things I know that we're going to see here shortly when the new content comes out, just because it has always been a thing, is some kind of tribute from Kabam to acknowledge International Women's Day. And I want to say Happy International Women's Day to all the women out there. I know we have a lot of amazing women in the MCOC community, not only on the Kabam side, but also, yeah. So we didn't get the one shot. We'll go ahead and get him down here, and we'll probably just go ahead and I think we have more than enough time left that we can go ahead and look and see if I got a little better mutant option to come in here and take him down with. Might go ahead and look, dig out the 5 stars there and throw on some synergies, and come in here a little stronger on that, because I know this Sentinel is, I mean, we're definitely going to get him. Since we didn't one-shot him, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring him right down to the brink of death, and then I'm going to revive Apocalypse one more time, and we will get at least the class disadvantage rewards out of that. But probably go ahead and, I mean, we're obviously going to sacrifice the one shot. Just trying to play this a little safe. I want to get him as close to down as possible, but I don't want to get in there and finish him off, because then we, outside of the rewards themselves, we will be letting go of most of what we're looking at there. So, at least we'll get the one achievement here. Like I said, we're just going to go ahead and revive Apocalypse up there real quick. Just go in for the quick kill shot. Obviously, I haven't replenished all my resources from the game, from taking the time yesterday to get through that first level, that first level that we'll be putting out in the Thronebreaker series here. So, do want to thank everybody who's joined in so far. Feel free to leave comments in the chat. Love to talk to everybody. So we did get a little bit there. That will help us out a bit in the crystal opening this weekend. Like I said, we did get the initial rewards there, and that also gives me one more chance to send out one more ticket. One of the only downsides to this particular event this month was the fact that unless you did every difficulty, there was no way to get these last 2 milestones. Though there are no rank rewards, so it doesn't matter there, still was one of those things that it was a little bit more limiting this time. Yes, like I said, I am going to have to get enlistment started just in time to make sure that the Alliance gets out there and gets Alliance quest done. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do here, I'm going to bring Omega Red in, and I'm going to bring Colossus in for the synergy. Yeah, I think that's how we're gonna try this. We're gonna go ahead and try it that way. Um, I just don't see enough opportunity to get uh, Apocalypse up to the point that I want him at before we go into that fight. Um, we're gonna go ahead and use Colossus for this first couple fights. Well, at least for this Winter Soldier fight. Um, not that I don't have an advantage with Omega Red, but I want to save as much out of him for that Sentinel fight as possible. Because obviously we don't have a lot of opportunities to get through this. So we want to make sure that we are getting through everything there before the end. A little bit of rough start here this morning. Just trying to get this last achievement done for the threat level 3 before the new content goes live here in half an hour. But that is going to be the main focus of today's stream, and we're going to make sure that we are covering new content when it comes out every month. Guaranteed that I will take the time every month to sit down with the channel on the first Wednesday that new content comes out. I'm going to plan that Wednesdays are going to be a live stream anyways, along with doing Sunday evening arenas on a regular basis. So those are two times that we are definitely going to be planning for live streams from this point forward. If you get an opportunity to join us for any of those, feel free to comment in the chats. Definitely want to talk to everybody, see how everybody's progression levels are going, see how everybody's arena time is going. Let's just make a lot of mistakes. I saw that coming before I did it. So, let's go ahead and take Rentra out with Nick Fury here. Right now, the biggest thing is not worrying about the mistakes as we're making them right here. The biggest thing that we're shooting for is making sure that we don't mess up when we go up against Sentinel. We want to get that one shot if we can. Definitely going to get it just because not that the 5-star Awakening Gem is that big of a thing, but at the same time, it's a nice opportunity when we get one. So I still have plenty of 5 stars that I can awaken in pretty much every class. So any Awakening Gem for a 5-star is not going to be a problem for us. Obviously, if it was a 6-star Awakening Gem, it would be 1,000 times better. Because I do have plenty of 6 stars that I really do want to get awakened. That would make a huge difference having them awakened. You know, even on the lighter side of things here, you know, he's definitely not a priority, which is why I haven't used the generic that I'm setting on. But Colossus, if he had been awakened for the content that I'm getting ready to drop tomorrow, he would have been even better for us. Let's go ahead and get that indestructible and make him pay for the amount of punishment he's tried to put on us here. We went from infamous Iron Man to Iron Man Infinity War from round 1 to round 2 here. Wow. Little rough on that one. Let's go ahead and see if Nick can't go ahead and finish him off. mean, the thing about it is here is we had absolutely no need to go ahead and take these extra fights, other than the fact that it does give us a little extra rewards. So, Tosher, how you doing? Great to see you joining us for the live stream. Absolutely appreciate you, man. Um, I know you're out there hunting some great pulls and everything. How did you do this month on the monthly quest? Were you able to get all the content out, or were you pushing on some storyline like I have been, or has things just been a little, you know? That's one of the things, especially when we get in these higher levels. It's getting to the point where it's hard to keep up on all the different game modes. You kind of got to get a lot of focus going on what you're going to be doing. I know one of the things that I'm going to be shooting for going forward is a regular basis shooting for a live stream schedule that will open up me being able to get through a little bit of everything. Yeah, I was hoping to get that relic out, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that. Sorry to hear you didn't have much luck on that, but definitely one of those things that, I mean, let's see what International Women's Day brings us today. I think, it has been notably, we've had some really cool events, some champion challenges and stuff that they've done for International Women's Day in the past, and some great champions that qualify for, I know a lot of people out there in the community are going to be really happy if they do some kind of thing where, you're getting extra points for using women in competition. This last couple of years for women in the game, Tigra coming out, Valkyrie coming out, Titania coming out. There's been some absolutely banger champions. Shuri. Black Widow, Deadly Origins, and Clairvoyant. Yeah, I didn't get exploration done myself this month. Like I said, it's been a little bit more of a struggle trying to get everything done this month. Just trying to get through every bit of content, the battlegrounds, all that type of stuff. And, on top of that, not only, working full time, trying to keep the channel going as well, and running the alliance. It can be. It's a huge balance that I'm working overwhelmingly to come through. Yeah, I've got the chat a little slow at the moment. Plus, on top of that, I'm not 100% staying up on reading while I'm trying to get through this, and obviously I don't think we're going to get the one-shot, guys. I hate to say it. I don't really want to let go of that 5-star Awakening gem by any means. But at the same time, I'm just not going to put that much pressure on myself to go ahead and spend the next 20 minutes repeatedly trying to get this done. Apocalypse, I just can't get the ramp up enough with. And without that, I can't even horseman somebody to take up the difference. So I think we're just going to go ahead and get Sentinel down here, whatever way we get him, and then we'll turn around and call it on this. Yeah, I know, man. That Hercules keeps eluding you, and 100% am I hoping for some more opportunities for him to come to you. I know he's been in several crystals lately. Um, I think we're going to be due for an arena for him at some point soon as well. Not that that's going to be the easiest of opportunities, because I guarantee the second that we see Hercules in the arena, the numbers are going to be ridiculous to even see the 5-star, let alone getting the 6-star. Um, and though I do think he's 100% worth it, I think he's a fabulous champion. Um, Definitely wish that he had the class disadvantage here. Uh, what do you mean? What's up with the second account? Yeah, I haven't been viewing it as much on the channel the last couple weeks because I've been trying to push for some of the more major content here. But I actually just pulled Kingpin as a 6-star on the second account. That's something actually I need to talk to the channel about, because one of the things that the channel has control over is deciding who the Awakening gem is going to. And I'm not saying that Kingpin is necessarily a first round choice, but at the same time, he is a new 6-star. And if you guys want to see him awakened on the account, we can definitely do that. We will be. Yeah, I do have some great things on the second account. I absolutely love how we're going on that. Once we get through Alliance Quest this week and we get season rewards in for War. As a matter of fact, just looking at that real quick. Season ends in 5 days, like I said. As soon as I get through season rewards for War, what we're going to go ahead and do there is we are going to start a channel-based alliance, like I've mentioned before, because we did break the 100 subscriber mark this week, which, again, thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you. I truly do. Let's actually, just because you were asking about it, let's do one thing real quick here. I'm going to make a slight adjustment for just a moment here. We're going to go ahead and black out the screen for just one moment, so bear with me for a moment, and I'm going to log on to the second account, and we'll take a look. We'll do a real quick tour there before we get the new content, since we got about 15 minutes anyways. So, just 1 second, and I will be right back. So, you guys should still be able to hear me while I'm doing this real quick. I just want to make sure that we get the screen shift over taken care of. And okay, and we are back, guys. Got a gift sent to me right before the live started, and I hadn't finished collecting that because I went ahead and threw a few things around. Let's get these crystals out of the way. So as I said, let's go ahead and take a look at the backup account here, since you were asking about it. Yeah, honestly, a weak alliance is not necessarily a bad thing. Iron Spider, thank you, man. I really appreciate the love there. 100%. Thank you for shouting us out real quick. I appreciate every member of the community. So we were talking about the backup account there. So let's just take a real quick look here on what we have for 6 stars. Um, Most of this is going to be fairly familiar to you guys. You've seen the Aegon and the Stark Spidey, as well as the Apocalypse and everybody here. Like I said, or was it Kingpin that I did not? Oh, Kingpin. Kingpin was the. Did I not open the 6-star? Kingpin was the new 5-star. Or no, Kingpin was the new one on the main account. That's right. Oh yeah, I was setting on the 6-star because I was going to open it for everybody. So let's go ahead and do this live. Might as well. Wow, that one of the things about trying to keep track of both accounts here and everything with the channel. Let's go ahead and just pop a 5-star real quick here. Let's see if we can get some luck. Wow, we've got Iron Man Infinity War. He just gave us a little bit of problems over on the main account trying to get things knocked out. I don't know that we have anything important over here that's going to make a difference. We'll get to those later. But okay, so let's see, guys. We've got a 6-star pending right here. We are looking still for some votes from the channel on who to use the Awakening Gem here on, and maybe this right here will be the answer for everybody. Okay, that is definitely going up as a poll. Gallon, I think he is a very solid candidate for that generic Awakening Gem. Let me know, guys. Do you guys think so too? We'll definitely put a poll out to the community and let everybody have a chance to vote on that. But I don't even have him on the main account. I think I only have him as a 4-star in the main account. So I'm gonna have to get used to using him. I think that's a real game changer for this account here. I have seen some amazing gameplay with him. I've seen some people get really excited about him. So we'll just look over the 6-stars one more time, and then we'll go ahead and revisit the 5-stars as well. So obviously, we've got some great champions here: Overseer, Diablo, Sasquatch, Hood, Craven, American Chavez. I've always been a fan of Gwenpool, Spider-Ham, Stark Spidey, Aegon, Apocalypse. Heimdall has great uses for us there, but I think Gallon is definitely going to be a league contender on the account for a little while. Okay, so I'm hearing right now that we could probably run him 100% without even having to use that Awakening Gem. So, it may not be something that we worry about for the overwhelmingness of the account. We may still be sitting on that Awakening Gem. I'll still put it out as a poll because that's something that the community gets a chance to vote on, because I promise that for the community. But let's look at the 5-star roster here. A lot of my work gets done by Captain Marvel movie on this account. Her ramp up is just absolutely amazing. I've said that for a while. Though I will say, just as a little preview for the Thronebreaker level that's going to be coming out today, or tomorrow, as that video. Like I said, I'm finishing the editing today. I did mess up on her ramp up a little bit, and I'm going to address that in the video while we do that. But we also got Colossus here, and Archangel. Tigra does a lot of work on both accounts for us. I absolutely love what she can do and how much she can shut down. I use Star-Lord often because of the Aegon synergy, but really, honestly, him not being awakened is a little bit of a hindrance to us. I have not worked with my Cosmic Ghost Rider that much, but he's definitely another one that I need to start working on and doing some stuff, figuring out how to get the ramp up on him. Uh, I know Angela has been, she is great for a lot of situations. I use her a lot on defense, especially on the recovery node, because her regen just triggers so often that it can really frustrate people at times. Falcon is a key to quite a few things. We got the 6-star Shark Spidey, so the 5 stars kind of went to the wayside. Hyperion, I need to push up here soon too. Got the Kitty Pride there. I know everybody raves about Kitty. She's just not one that I'm great with. I've gotten pretty decent with Scorpion as of lately. Vision Arcus is definitely one that if we were pushing things, this is the downside to progression in this game is you can get to the point that you have so many amazing champions on your 5 and 4-star rosters, but they get overshadowed by champions. And once you start getting that 6-star roster up there, it's really hard to go ahead and keep everything going. So the 6-star gym that I am setting on is actually one that I have been setting on since the banquet event. Um, it was something that I got awarded during the banquet event, and so that one, unfortunately, we're sitting on it for a little bit longer than normal. But like I said, that was about the time that we started taking off really big on the channel, and I promised the community that you guys would have control of that. So right now, the 6-star Awakening Gym, there's really not great opportunities to come up with them. At least not unless you're looking at already being Thronebreaker or Paragon. I know that there's opportunities to come around for them a little more often. But as far as for Cavalier and below, I don't want to say that we're all the way out to 4th of July weekend, but I think our next best opportunity to possibly see a 6-star Awakening gym. I will check the friends request. Did you send it to the main account, or did you send it to my line account? Either way, I will check on that and I will get you accepted. Oh, looks like right there it is. Not a problem. Definitely got you on board, man. Oh, and you decided to come on board with the current alliance. Like I said, we are going to be starting the channel alliance here soon, but I do have a couple of spots. I did have a spot open in the main alliance here. I will reach out to you after the live stream, talk to you a little bit more, let you know. If you want to be part of this alliance, I'm working on getting these guys going again. We went retired for about a year, but we have been really working hard. We only do maps 4 in battle groups 1 and 2, and then map 3 in battle group 3, mostly just so that we get because we have some lower level members. Plus, on top of that, I've always been a big preponderant for life game balance. I like to make sure everybody has the ability to still be able to get through things. Oh, no, man. No problem. Don't worry about it. Like, stick with your alliance, bro. Like, I like I said, we have the Channel Alliance. It's going to be open for anybody that's interested. I know we have a few members out of the community out there that are looking for a new home, that have already reached out and talked to me, and that are on standby for when we start the new alliance next week. Um, and that one's going to be a little different. Like I said, this is the main alliance that I normally run everything through. Um, we're just going to kind of chit chat a little bit for the next couple minutes here, just because we are 4 minutes away from the new content, and I want to make sure that as soon as that comes out, that we're switching over to the main account and taking a good look at it. I want to be able to look at what our new champion for the month is going to be. Well, obviously not new, but who can we get as a free 5-star? That has probably been one of the greatest additions that Kabam did to the monthly event quest. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I know the difficulty ramp up has been one of those things that is frustrating. It truly is. They've cranked that difficulty so much, and that's part of the reason that I'm starting to work on some of the other side things so much, is so that I have time to build things up a little bit more to take on the way that they're doing things. Now, on my main account, my go-to champ, honestly, it's got to be my Nick Fury at this point. My primary team that I use for Alliance Quest is Nick Fury, Captain Marvel movie, and Tigra. And my main questing team I use is Nick Fury, Tigra, Captain Marvel movie, and Scorpion and Stark Spidey have been what I've been going to primarily. Now, like I said, that's going to change up a bit. Just because of the fact that, obviously when you're going through 6.2 and beyond, you have to be focused on which champions are most relevant, which champions are going to get you through the content. I absolutely love Archangel, and I have been hunting him as a 6-star for a hot minute. He is one of the ones that we shoot for every week on the crystal openings. I have Doom already. Like I said, my Nick Fury is actually awakened and rank 4. So that's part of the reason why he's my go-to. Especially once that life model decoy falls off, he just wrecks things. But even without it, the amount of bleed that he can do, once you get to 2 stacks or more on bleed, you can just watch their health just plummet. And I absolutely love how much Fury does with that. I like Doom, I really do, but I've really come to find out that Infamous Iron Man, I think he's a little bit better of a Doom. I think part of that is that I think Infamous Iron Man has a little less of a learning curve to him. He's a little more of a pick up and play. So, Doom can be a little bit more of you need to time things perfectly with him. And Infamous Iron Man, I think he took the best elements of Doom and made them accessible to everybody. So he's another one that, like I said, we're shooting for on a regular basis here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and blacken out the screen one more time. And then we're going to switch accounts and look at the new monthly content. Okay, guys. We got... Get the transition in there. Okay. And... Yeah, you know, I did a lot of incursions for quite some time. Um, and then, honestly, I kind of let them slip to the wayside. I need to get back into incursions again. Um, Mostly because the incursion crystals are absolutely wonderful. So right off the bat here, we got quite a bit in the mailbox to look at for the new month. So we got some relic bundles apparently. Um, I do like the relics. I've come to get to a point of using them a little more and more. They're not always suited 100% for every champion. So give me a second. Let me get through some of these things, and I can do some incursions with you. I mean, that'd be absolutely wonderful to do for the live stream. I have absolutely no problem doing that. Looks like we did get the piggy bank back. I like the piggy bank. Um, to break the piggy bank for every fight you win in incursions. Okay, yeah, we can definitely do some incursions, man. Especially if we're gonna have the piggy bank involved here. I do absolutely love the piggy bank every time it comes around. It's great for building up some extra units. It's great for building up some extra rewards. Let's go ahead. Like I said, let me get through just a few moments here. Check out these new quests, everything. Um, Howard the Duck is on the case of the mysterious disappearance, and he's turned to Kate Bishop and Viv Vision to help him solve it. So we're going to turn to Kate Bishop and Viv Vision to solve a case right a couple months after we get Jessica Jones, the #1 detective. But let's see what all we get here. So, traveling alongside America Chavez, Kamala Khan, this champion, and Young Avengers crossover will uncover a sinister team up between Hydra and the Masters of Evil. Can these headstrong heroines stay on target, or will they miss the mark and fall prey to their uh, villainous foes? Find out in Shot in the Dark. The Shot in the Dark event quest will be available from today, available until April 5th. So we start today, and we got all the way till April 5th to get through this. The event is also eligible for Time Attack Legends. So anybody who does those legend runs, I know they're not as valuable as they once were, but at the same time, I know a lot of people out there do absolutely love that. And again, we have some more incursions information. It looks like Kabam must be feeling like incursions has died off quite a bit as well. Which, I mean, you know, they're the ones that push Battleground so hard. So, I kind of think they did that to themselves. But let's go ahead and take a look here. We got some different challenges. We got threat levels back again. Looks like we have some opportunities here for some crystals for sure. Let's see here, because, well, there's a generic 5-star you were just asking about, and another 5-star, some 4-star. We're not going to be looking at any 6-star Awakening Gems from the looks of it, no matter what level we go to here, but some 5-star Awakening Gems, both a generic and a regular one. I guess that's just a daily. So let's go take a look over here. I don't think we really need to worry too much about this. But let's go look at the monthly quest real quick, and also on top of that, so it looks like it's as opposed to a side quest, as was mentioned, we get incursions. So Kabam has decided to forego the uh, side quest as usual and give us incursions. So I think that we may be seeing a women's calendar, but I don't know that we will know that 100% until we get the calendar this evening. So your free champion for semi-free, but free for exploring the 100% on Cavalier is 5-star Kamala Khan. As far as champions for doing that amount of work go, Kamala Khan is probably the worst one that they could give us. Outside of maybe Groot. I think it is by far time that we start talking about a rework on her if we're going to go ahead and do that. If you guys are going to start pushing her as a viable champion, yeah, I don't know that anybody's going to be, excited that they got Kamala Khan. So, but it is what it is. So, let's go ahead. If the piggy bank and incursions is what they want to push, then let's go ahead and get some incursions out there. Gonna go ahead and send that request over to you right now. And let's do a couple rounds here. Figure that's a great way to kick off the month, kick off the Kabam's version of the side quest here. I know the incursion crystals are definitely things that we can look at as great rewards here. Okay, I'm being told we need about 5 minutes before we can start this. So we'll come back to this and take a visit on it real quick. Let's go take a look at the piggy bank here. So you're going to get some incursions, revives, and potions, as well as building up to that 300 unit mark. And we're looking at $10 for 300 units, which puts us 25 extra units plus the potions and revives. So then we also have the relics deals here, because yeah, let's go ahead and push relics down everybody's throat a little more. Like I said, I do see the advantage to them. I do see them as worthwhile. Okay, so I'm going to have to reject that because it keeps telling me it's expired. But okay, go ahead and resend the request. I will be on standby here. But I think Kabam is lacking in some of the things that they roll out. I love what they do for the community. I love what we have for opportunities. I think it is absolutely wonderful how some of these things go. But at the same time, it is definitely one of those things that I think they push some of the things without actually making sure. Okay, I'm going to jump in and try and send this since you're saying Apparently you are X'd out for me too. I'm wondering what has caused that. That's weird. Let's try this from a different perspective. No, social. You can't tell me that Kabam's limiting who you can do incursions with all of a sudden, right as they do an incursions event. That seems odd. Yeah, I wonder if you're right on that. If there isn't. Okay, so it says I have one invitation pending. Check your stuff and see if that is. If they allowed that to go through. It wouldn't surprise me if day one of an event where they decide to try and push incursions the way they have, if that didn't right off the bat cause bugs. So I've got it pending. Are you seeing the invite at all? Let's take a look. I'm seeing a couple extra things in the rewards here. The danger room components here. So it does look like tier 3 is what it's trying to push me for. So if we don't get any incursions done today here live, what we will do is we'll plan at least one more day this week and do a second attempt at this. I'll make sure that I put an announcement out for everybody so that we can try and do as many with the community as possible. Okay, no problem. It looks like we are having some bug issues on trying to get. You gotta love it when you go to log out of it and it instantly tells you that both spots have invites pending. So I'm gonna give you guys kind of a preview. We're working towards the next weekend. Came in 50 shy. That's a little sad, but we're still going to be looking at 8 of those Cavalier shape and size crystals for this weekend. Already we have we have 5 Cavalier Nexuses sitting here ready to go. We have the Mutant and the Tech ones, which again, we'll be looking for Archangel this weekend. We'll be looking at, for the Tech, we'll be looking for Infamous, Iron Man, and also Warlock. We're still going to go ahead and pick up the Cavaliers before this weekend, and then we'll pick up some more of the are the cosmic, and then we'll be looking at some more Cavalier crystals as well. Should be able to push that up to at least a second 5-star that we'll shoot for this weekend. I got a few things in the works that should get us the rest of the shards for a 6-star this weekend as well. We are putting together right now the Prim Crystal opening. That one's going to take us a little while to get put together. There is a poll out there right now on how many Prim Crystals we should open in a single batch. Right now, the last vote I looked at, 500 crystals is leading the vote. So that one's going to take us a minute to get together. We do have a 3-star relic ready to open. With as much as they're pushing relics this month, I have a feeling that we should be looking at least a second, if not a third one for that as well. So some of these, I'm always setting on extra of all of them. Get some of that gold replaced. For those who don't realize it, sometimes the best way to build up your gold, especially if they don't have any kind of particular event going on, is to sell off some of your expiring ISO and catalysts. Now, mind you, if you're going to be doing that, make sure that you have plenty in your overstock before you're doing it that way. Because selling one resource to get another one, if you're going to still need the first resource, is definitely not worth it. But we're also going to have a video out here soon talking about resource management, something that unfortunately the community as a whole is always struggling with. I know myself and everyone else, you'll get comfortable at times. I've talked about it in the past. One of the things I got really comfortable with was having 35 million in gold just sitting around, because I did for the longest time I did. And then once I tipped over into Cavalier status, I went from 35 million to 1.5 million real quick, and it's been a struggle to even keep it at that point. But as you can see, I've got quite a few battle chips already built up. We're going to do quite a bit of arena over the next few days and into the next week. We're going to do the Sunday night arena live on stream, so if you guys want to join me for that, definitely love to see everybody out for that. Maybe we can throw some incursions in on Sunday night if anybody wants to join for that in between some of the rounds of arena. Definitely going to be a big push for trying to get through some of these, especially with this only being a week-long thing with the incursions. Yeah, I got to get this all set up. I got about an hour and a half to get that into place so the alliance is set for the week. But I wanted to get out here today, spend some time with you guys, talk about the new event quest. I will be doing incursions with the channel a couple days this week. Let's shoot for Friday afternoon. We'll go ahead and get some of those out. I'll get on here live about 11 o'clock again, and we'll do 2 hours of incursions for anybody who's able to join us. And then on Sunday night, when we do the live stream for Arena, we'll go ahead and do that, do some incursions during that time as well, if anybody's able to join us. But I think with that, and after looking at, how lame we're looking at and how much we're going to be looking at to have to work through to get Kamala Khan this month, we'll come back to that. I think we have bigger things to do. Thronebreaker is definitely something that is going to happen this month. As you guys can see here, I got through 6.2.2 last night. Well, not last night. I actually got through it yesterday afternoon. I spent all night last night after I got home from work working on editing the video. I've got a bit more editing to do, and we will have that out by tomorrow afternoon. I've already promised the channel that. So look forward to that video, and I will go ahead and get on to getting some of this stuff completed so that we can get everything out there for the channel. I want to thank everybody for joining me for this live. Like I said, Friday we'll go ahead and do another attempt at incursions. Sunday we will do arena and incursions, and we're going to go ahead and keep pushing, guys. Live streams are going to be a regular thing at least 3 days a week going forward. I'm going to try and see what we can't do for a schedule. I'm looking at several different things. I want to do some Battlegrounds days. I want to do some arena days. Throw some incursions in here, as well as getting some of the monthly quests done on camera as well. So I just want to thank everybody for joining us. I want to thank everybody for being part of the chat. I want to thank everybody for being part of the channel. I appreciate every one of you guys, and I have a bunch coming for you guys soon. And just let me know, what are the things you guys are looking forward to? What are the struggles you guys are having? How can I address them for you? How can we talk about it? And I will see everybody soon for the next one. Thank you guys 100%. I can never express how much I appreciate you guys. And we will see you guys back for the next one. Peace out.